Good afternoon, I'm Patrick Roach. A teacher's strike in Arizona, Taliban attacks, and negotiations over Korean border propaganda. All this and more on this Franciscan Beat News Brief. The Student Creative Arts Network is presenting their end-of-the-year Scan Festival on Tuesday, April 24th, from 9:30 to 11 p.m. in the Gentile Gallery. This night will be a celebration of Franciscan University's campus creative artists. There will be free pizza and drinks. Americans overwhelmingly believe teachers don't make enough money, and half say they'd support paying higher taxes to give educators a raise. The findings of the new poll from the Associated Press NORC Center for Public Affairs Research come amidst recent teacher strikes and other protests over low pay, tough classroom conditions, and the amount of money allocated to public schools. Tens of thousands of Arizona teachers voted last week to strike after rejecting an offer of a 20% raise because it did not include a vow from state lawmakers not to cut further taxes before providing more money for the state schools. A half-naked man suspected in the slaying of 4 people at a Waffle House remained on the run Monday. Authorities say the suspect, Travis Reinking, may be armed with one of the guns seized from him last year after he tried to enter the White House to see President Donald Trump. 4 people were killed and 4 others were injured before a quick-thinking customer wrestled the assault weapon away, preventing more bloodshed at the restaurant. More than 80 Nashville police officers continued to search for Reinking, joined by agents with the FBI, the U.S. Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, and troopers with the Tennessee Highway Patrol. Taliban attacks in western Afghanistan killed 14 soldiers and policemen on Monday, as Kabul residents were preparing to bury their loved ones slain in a horrific bombing by the Islamic State group that targeted a voter registration center the day before, killing 57. Prayer services were held for the Kabul victims, as families of those killed in Sunday's bombing carried the bodies of their kin and dug the graves at a cemetery in the hills above the Afghan capital. For Kate, the wait is over. The Duchess of Cambridge gave birth Monday to a healthy baby boy, a 3rd child for Kate and Prince William, and 5th in line to the British throne. The palace said the baby prince was born at 11:01 a.m. and weighed in at 8 pounds, 7 ounces. Prince William was in attendance, and the palace said mother and child were both doing well. South Korea halted anti-North Korea propaganda broadcasts across their tense border on Monday, as officials from the two Koreas met again to work out details of their leaders' upcoming talks, expected to focus on the North's nuclear program. Seoul had been blasting propaganda messages and K-pop songs from border loudspeakers since the North's nuclear test in early 2016. The North had been quick to match the South's action with its own border broadcasts and launches of balloons, carrying anti-South Korea leaflets across the border. In sports, LeBron James had been the first-round king for 12 years. On Sunday night, he needed Kyle Korver's three-point shootings to put him into the position to extend his reign. The two combined for all of Cleveland's points in the late 10-2 run, helping the Cavaliers to a 104-100 victory over the Indiana Pacers to even the series at 2. James drew boos from the crowds after flipping the ball up the court to run out the clock. In hockey, Nashville looks every bit like the team that went to the Stanley Cup final a season ago and won the President's Trophy this season. The Predators are hitting their stride heading into the Winnipeg series. They had 11 forwards notch at least a point into the Colorado series. In weather today, we'll have partly cloudy skies with a high 72 degrees and a low of 49. For Franciscan Beat, I'm Patrick Roach.